Hi, Will. I'm Emily, and I'm your doctor of physical therapy for today. I'm really excited that you're here for our first session. I know you've been experiencing a lot of chronic pain, and I know that that's made your life really hard. So I appreciate you being here and taking a step in the right direction to sort of address that. I'm excited to be working with you and hopefully helping to ease that pain. I think one way we can start to do that is just by addressing pain as a whole and kind of breaking it down to a level that we can work with. Because chronic pain really starts to differ from acute pain, and I would love to sort of explain that to you. I think that will really help us in our process going forward. So if we go to just the very, very basics, pain is not actually created by the tissues. It's something produced by the brain, which I think sounds kind of crazy at first. You're like, normally I associate pain with, something I've torn or it cut, it's bleeding, it's broken, something is going on at the tissue level. That must be what's causing my pain, right? No, it's a little bit different than that. If I cut my finger on a knife, only sensory receptors in my finger are picking up that anything is happening. So they're going to be recording things like, did that object feel cold? Was it sharp? Was it hard? And then they're going to send that sensory information on a nerve up my arm into my spinal cord, and from my spinal cord up another nerve into my brain. Now it's my brain's job to put all of that sensory information together in context and figure out what it means. So the brain's getting like puzzle pieces of sensory information, and it has to look at the box or like your memories or frame of reference for the picture to see, how do I put this together? How do I build this? How do these pieces fit? So the brain might start asking things like, have we had something sharp and cold and hard touch our finger here before? What happened that time when it did? Was it good? Was it bad? Sort of what was the outcome? And the brain might decide, ooh, last time this happened, it was really bad. This is dangerous. We do not want this to happen to us again. And so the brain is going to create pain. And that pain acts as a warning signal and is going to make us change our behavior. So if I'm touching a knife and I get a pain output, I'm going to stop touching the knife. That's my behavioral change. So in that way, pain is pretty necessary. It's coming as a warning message from our brain that what we're doing or what we're around is maybe not safe for the body. So in that way, pain is good. But sometimes this warning signal goes to the extreme. The brain starts to create a pain outcome even when we're not in danger. And that's where we can get that chronic pain. So when we're feeling it and there is no damage or danger or threat to the tissues, we're just feeling pain constantly. The brain actually starts to learn that pain cycle. So if normally the way our brain talks to other pieces of the brain and pieces of the body is like how we could walk through a park. We could walk through and pick a different destination each time. We could change directions if something comes up or blocks our path in the park. We're really flexible and adaptable. We can walk wherever we want to in this park. But once our brain starts to learn this pain cycle and is only communicating with the same pieces, it's like we only start to walk one route in the park. We're stuck on that path. Pain is our only destination, and that path starts to get really worn out. It gets deeper, it gets wider, it gets harder to get out of. We get stuck in sort of this looped circuitry that we're just walking over and over and over again. And that's why you may be feeling pain sensations even when you're like, I can't see any damage, anything wrong with my body. It's just that your brain has learned to only walk this one pathway through the park. So while we're here in PT, we're going to try and get you out of that pathway. We're going to walk some different ones and let that pain pathway sort of grow over and refresh. We're going to make new connections in the brain that's going to allow you to move functionally without having that pain. It's definitely going to be a process, and I'm not guaranteeing that you will be pain-free, but we are really going to work to ease that pain and make activities of daily life fun and functional again. And again, I'm here for you throughout this, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me as we sort of explore this pain and walk these new pathways together. I'm excited to do it with you. So thanks so much for coming in today.